Hello everyone, Krydox here, and welcome back to Stuff on a Sushi Belt, the series, aka pyanodons. In the last episode, we were working on Rauks, arcades, all the things. We're waiting for Rauk Mark II number 2. We got number 1 finally after 500 and whatever crafts, but unfortunately 1 is not enough to do anything, so it's only half the battle. And we're still waiting. We do have 1 queen here, and now it's time to begin making some arcades for the queen to turn into eggs. Which I guess I should have slowed... Well, wait, no, never mind. It's not like the other process is using up arcades, so that wouldn't have done anything. Oh, but I should have saved some nests to make arcades. That's what I was thinking. But I think I used all the nests to make queens. No! Oh no, I was like 2 game ticks too late. I was about to get 1 back. No! I guess I could cancel the craft and get it back, right? That's how that works, I think. Yeah. Okay. And then what we'll do here is steal some arcades. Oh, I guess we have enough for 1 more. Okay, and I'll steal these arcades because I don't want this process to actually run. Okay, and then what's up with these? No more eggs? We have 5 eggs. Okay. Cool. So we gotta get these running now. So I'll feed it some... What? If the queen disappears on this first craft, I quit forever. We're moving to season 4. We're just moving straight to season 4. Okay, we got the queen back. Thank God. It's funny, they're gonna hand the queens to each other. I need 2 arcade nests. Yes. Oh, and I think I need to go get more empty barrels, right? Yeah, we needed more empty barrels. But yeah, the eggs should come over, go here, make a bunch of maggots. Maggots will go over, go into these guys, make some new arcade nests. Okay, yeah, that's all working as intended. I want those 2 to be able to actually produce. I'm gonna steal some from honey for a second. And why has honey stopped? It hasn't stopped. Okay. Feed some to you. I guess they go back and forth, so we need 2 recipes worth in there. Please don't die, queen. Okay, and how are nests getting over here? I don't think that's happening at all. It's a requester chest based thing. And I don't know how I'm supposed to do priorities for that, to be perfectly honest. Because if I have a ton of nests, I want queens to be running constantly, so they're kind of a priority. I don't know, I think if I just do requester chest for all of them, it'll just hashtag work. Alright, there we go. So there's a set of maggots, which will make 6 nests. Perfect. So while that's working, because that takes a hot second, let's go grab some more barrels. Probably need like 200 or 300. It's pretty close to being buffered up, but actually, wait, no, it's not. And our research is done. So, look, I'm gonna just work on these. I don't know if we're gonna finish all 3 before I decide to switch research to something else. But we gotta get turds going eventually. People have given me crap about, why haven't you done turds? It's like, I don't know. They're permanent decisions. I feel like putting them off until later is reasonable. We're only 10% of the way done with the mod pack or something. So, we got plenty of time. We got plenty of time. I'll just add more. Steel's cheap. Steel is cheap. I'm excited for faster trains. How much faster is the next locomotive? Loco. The next one is only 281, but it accelerates quite a bit faster, and it even weighs less, which further helps acceleration. So. But I guess it's not that much faster. But acceleration's a big deal, right? Starting and stopping, and train braking. When can we start upgrading that? Braking force is also a big deal. It looks like we get 2 upgrades once we're in chemical science. Braking force is surprisingly helpful. I think people have measured it, and like a few braking force upgrades can improve train throughput by like 10% even or something. It was a surprisingly large number. Obviously, it depends on how often the train has to brake and how far the train is going, but I guess the average train trip, you know, if it's not that long or it has to stop multiple times for traffic, then the braking time helps a lot. And braking time means less traffic, right? Because if it's spending less time braking, it can go further to get out of the way of other trains, and then it gets where it's going sooner, which gets out of the way of other trains sooner. So it's all kind of a cascading effect of less traffic. All right, beautiful. That's done. I guess those rates are correct, but I'm not patient enough for this crap, so I'm gonna do some manual moving here. There we go, there's 6 arcad nests, and I took all the arcads out of those, so now I can just manually grab the nests, and we'll also do a requester chest for nests on channel 1. Nest. Arcad nest, we'll request, I don't know, 40. And then those we needed at about, what, half the amount that we have of Ralasia. So about 30. Nest is less than, I'll do 35. Okay. And then we've got everything else. Except the arcades. Right, I also need arcades. I guess I'll steal whatever's left here. How many do I need for a recipe? Oh, I only need 1, but it's more like how many do I need if I want it to go fast. Yeah, we're definitely running out of arcades. I might as well grab the 10. We should have 10 in the CDNA area, or the creature chamber area, because we needed more. Also, apparently valves just broke with a new advanced fluid handling update, and nobody knows whose fault it is, because post processing throws the error, but it's advanced fluid handling that updated. So I have not yet updated to 2.06 for advanced fluid handling. Man, there's so many things I haven't upgraded or touched in forever. Also, this is going to be an issue soon, isn't it? Yeah, iron plates. I guess I set up an alarm. Okay. Anyway. Oh, there's only 2 here? Wait. What? Oh. Oh, I did the wrong distribution. Silly. Whoops. That needed to be the one with 8 times 5. This needed to be the one with 8 times 1. Well, okay. I guess I have a couple resources then. Not as many as I hoped. Two measly Vrauks, or Arcads. I still don't remember why I'm making a phytoplankton farm. Is there a good reason for that? I guess it's used in... It's used in a decent number of places. I guess that's why. It could just be good to have it. Alright, we put the eggs over in the nest, or no, what is this, the maggot maker? The maggot maker. What a, what a name. Goodness, the maggot maker. Okay. And I might even steal some from here, because we've got plenty of honeycombs for now. And then... get those going. None of these have nests, right? I just want to make sure I'm not missing any. Alright, hey, it finished. Perfect. So then, now the Arcat, let's see, there's empty barrels, which are being output. There's empty combs, which are not being output, but need to be... Oh, that's actually perfect. Empty combs and empty barrels can go on the same... doodad. Sorry, used comb. Wrong nomenclature there. And then the Arcads themselves need to go where? We're already feeding them into here to make more eggs, which is good. But then we need some sort of offloading process. Maybe if we have enough. Arcad, regular. I don't need any of those things. Arcad regular if Arcad is greater than 30. And then we just need to set the buildings to only run if Arcads are less than a certain amount. Or maybe I could make Red Hot Coke only run. And that way, it's going to be a big delay. But if Red Hot Coke stops running when Arcads are at 40, then this will make, you know, a bunch more. Well, it's like 7 Arcads per Red Hot Coke, though. So that's gonna go for a while still. As long as, I guess we want the output to be on the less busy side, which it is, naturally. So I need more arcade nests? Or what's next? Let me get the empty barrels placed. Where did... Okay, now that's a thing. Where did my empty barrels go? What on earth has happened? Also, this side of the belt is too full. I don't know what's going on here. Did I do the numbers wrong? That side of the belt just seems way too full. So we've got 80 plus 70 is 150 belts. That fits 600 items. And we've got 140, 210, 280, 480. I guess that is pretty tight. Maybe I should move... Whoa, look at the... Items are like glitching out on that order. That's really weird. Maybe I should load the... I guess the nat gas barrels onto the other side. Just to be safe. Okay, but actually, what happened to my barrels? You guys saw me grab like 400 barrels? Where did they go? Because then I went over here, grabbed some stuff, didn't do anything interesting, and came back. So, what the heck did I do? I'm like really confused. Empty barrel, like where did they go? Okay, there's a few in storage right there. I definitely didn't put them right there. Did I put them back? I'm just super lost. Okay, anyway, what's happening here? We need the sugar. And then it'll make... We have empty barrels, it'll make the sugar. The sugar wax barrels will go there, immediately get unbarreled into wax, and then empty. Okay, so that's fine. What's happening with sugar? We're out of Tufra? That's not actually what I expected. We've been making Tufra for a while now. We're out of manure bacteria. That is more in line with what I might expect. But I'm still geeking out about what happened to these barrels. I'm super, like, Twilight Zoned right now. Did an alien come steal my empty barrels? Or what did I do with them? Like, I know logically that it's probably my fault. But I feel like the game's gaslighting me because I swear I just grabbed, I went over here, I did this, I didn't do that, I did this, right? And then I moved on. Did I just put them back or something without even realizing it? I must have done something like that. I don't know. I don't know what happened. I must have done it without noticing. Or did I guess I clicked on, the only other thing I remember doing was clicking on this. Did I put barrels in here? No? Okay, yeah, I got nothing then. I have no idea. Okay, and what's happening with manure bacteria? Wait, I don't remember where we're making that here. Biocrud has backed up. Oh, did I never... I must never have done Biocrud trashing. Oh, well, that answers that question. Now, I don't feel like I should have that much Biocrud, though, so I'll have to double check my auto limiter process there as well. But, okay, there we go, empty barrels. I still am really confused on what happened there. But, that's done. Let's get some more Arcad eggs here. And yay, more Arcads! And that was a full 10 output. We only get 5 to 10. And that one gave me all of the Arcads. Okay, and then I do have a bunch of empty combs we can also output here. Just to have and to hold. Oh, I already have this. Right. Alright, Arcad queens are all ready to go with these nests. So I can feed those nests to these guys.
It sounds like you're getting
whoa.
bees and their nests
oh
all
my
set up.
gosh. What the heck? I did not say anything about Google, but apparently Google thought I was talking to it. That's been happening more frequently. I don't know what its trigger word is, but it's changed and I did not approve it. I need to figure out what it's doing. Alright. And then... I guess part of the problem is it's just measuring... should I loop? I could have these honeycombs go on a loop. They could come back up and just cycle in a circle. And we're out of cages? Apparently. Okay, so I need to bring more cages. Do I at least have enough barrels finally? Seems like I do. Yeah. Or at least close to enough. Alright, so we are still babysitting this process for sure. And then I have to go figure out Biocrud here in a second. But I really want this to keep running, so... Because yeah, I mean, eventually I'll just have enough honeycomb for the whole thing to back up. I don't really mind that, but for now, gotta babysit. Get rid of my Ulrichs. Okay. No more queen rolls, just making more arcads. And those should be, yeah, auto-fed into these. And we'll get this one running at full speed because these are kind of slow. But things are happening. Things are happening. But every cycle is a chance for losing the queen, which would be a huge blow. So I also need to keep running this process, but I need more arcads first to actually module up all the buildings. But maybe I shouldn't be greedy. 'Cause... No, but I need arcads to run the egg process, right. So it's not greedy, it's necessary. It is completely necessary. So theoretically, the system is automated. I think the main issue is with the honeycombs not circling around properly. So let's try to fix this, I think. Because yeah, I don't know if I want, you know, 400 honeycombs or whatever this would end up being. So let's make this a circle. And then we need to side load this and then side load that. Perfect. So now this is a loop. The honeycombs will always be on the inner part of the loop. And this is measuring if honeycomb is less than, let's say 40. Okay. So that'll get honeycomb circling around, so I won't need to babysit that, which is great. And then that should get maggots over to these guys. Yeah, I mean, things are working. There's more eggs in an automated style. But yeah, we really need more nests. That's the main issue right now. And more nests requires more maggots. Okay, why haven't you grabbed an empty comb? Oh, there we go. Okay, and this one doesn't have a mixer. Is that a mistake? It's pretty long, actually. Why don't I have a mixer on this one? I don't know. Even just a short mixer will help keep things from being too ridiculous. And they're just fun to watch. Little turntable action. Alright, anyway, Space Cadet today. Manure bacteria, Biocrud, getting rid of Biocrud. Wait, I am getting rid of Biocrud. It's not requesting Biocrud. Well, that's a silly way to make that mistake. Though, hold on. This might be an issue. The Biocrud to compost recipe is 4 each. Yeah, that's a problem. So jerky is consumed 1 at a time, but Biocrud's not. So these can be partially filled with Biocrud. That's really annoying. Obviously there are ways to do circuit control, so you switch... Well, you can't switch the recipe though, but maybe... you could make it so that it only starts if there's at least 4. I don't really know the easiest way to do that. Yeah, that's kind of annoying. But that should get the manure bacteria running again. Yeah. Okay, now the other problem is, why did we get so much Biocrud? Do I not have a way to prevent that being made? I thought we did. So we are measuring that, so we only make agar. I mean, that's correct. And here, these are only making agar if we have manure on this belt. So how did it all turn to spoilage? Is the rate of agar more than we need? It is. Aha. So we also need agar to read. I guess we can just disable this. Maybe. What's the best way to do it? Kind of want the inserters to be disabled on 2 different conditions. I mean, I could just disable the building, but then it starts the... Yeah, I think I'm gonna fix this with a combinator. I think we'll fix it with a combinator. I'm still not sure what happened to those barrels. I must have put them back in without noticing that I did that. Like, I can't imagine what else happened to them. You know, I guess what I can do is I can look at my production graph and look at empty barrel. No, there was 2 different spikes. How long is the episode? I've been recording for 33 minutes, so this was when I took them the first time. And then this was when I took them the second time. I think. I don't know, man. You guys have already solved it because you can go back in the recording, but I have no idea what happened. Oh my goodness, I have no idea what happened. That makes me even more suspicious. What could have happened to them? Did I put them in a chest somewhere around here? Because none of the buildings consume empties except for that one, so it's not like I control clicked and all 400 of them went into a building or something. I have no idea. Anyway, what I want to do is switch to that and switch this guy to that. Oh, we're also reading the manure contents of these. Right. So I want manure to be non-zero, and I want to measure this belt's contents. And we want to say agar. Oh, it's right here. Agar is less than 40. Then we'll output the green light. And then these guys only go on green. So I think what was happening is we were just making more agar than we needed. I guess I could just read this belt specifically, and we only make agar if this belt is not backed up. Which would be if agar is less than 4. Oh, but it's also reading what's in the buildings. That's so annoying. Well, I guess what we do is unhook that. Unhand me, you villain. And we just read. If it's backed up to here, we stop. On red. Okay. So, if it's backed up to there, we'll stop inserting. And that way, we'll get a chance to use up a bunch of the agar rather than let it all spoil. At least that's the hope. I don't even know, is one belt full too much still? Because it's got such a short spoil timer. It's a 5-minute spoil timer. And this is about 100 agar we're talking about. And this only uses 30 a minute. So if these are all running full time, we're okay. But this one has Biocrud in it. Why does this one have Biocrud in it? Do these not get rid of Biocrud? These don't get rid of Biocrud. Oh. Oh. Well, that's a problem. The number of times I'm gonna forget spoilage getter rid of Okay, well that should help, because that one wasn't even working properly. Because yeah, these use, you know, all together they use 54 agar, which I guess I barely have enough for. So this should work out properly. If they're all running. Okay, so there's manure bacteria. Hopefully corrected. And okay, so now we have to think about the Biocrud issue, and then I'll go back to Vraux. The Biocrud trashing issue. Oh, I don't need to. It's literally right here. The Biocrud trashing issue is a big one because these composters aren't going to work properly. I could just burn it into ash, but obviously we want to make biomass with it first. And eventually we'll do other things with it, but we at least need to do biomass. Like, do I just need another set of composters that's always working on Biocrud and jerky's separate? Maybe. And then we burn it if... Ugh. And why isn't this one burning any? Oh, I didn't connect these. Yay! Yay, 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 yay! Oh my gosh, finally. 556 crafts. Okay, well that makes me feel quite a bit better. 556 for 2 is a lot better than 510 for 1. It's still bad, but it's It's not ridiculous anymore. Anyway, yeah, because these buildings are going to end up with exactly this issue, where there's going to be a few biocrud in there. Also, this biomass is supposed to be getting yeeted, right? Or no, we're just burning the rest. So this is correct. But this is going to be a problem, and I don't know how to fix it. I think the only thing I can do is filter. And this is doubly annoying the way that I'm doing this, because I want to go up this way, but I can't. So I'm gonna have to go around the back. Oh my goodness. Alright. And then go this way. And then we can get up to 4 per second out. I'm kind of out of fast inserters apparently. Power pole here. Okay, and then I don't even know. Let's see. This needs to be just made all this way too tight. I'm going to shift those over, because then this can just be an additional input into this. Okay. So then we do not want these to be processing biocrud. It will be processing other things. From this belt. Okay. And someone pointed out the output rate when we're doing jerky is more than what one inserter can handle, but it's close enough. So I'm not really worried about that part, but yeah, now biomass goes up here. Okay. I'll need a better solution someday, probably. But for now, at least, this will turn biomass, or biocrud into biomass, which will go, it'll fuel these burners, and it will go fill up a high priority biomass provider as well. And then if we can't, or if we don't need that biomass provided, then we'll just burn it up. Okay. So that's at least doing something useful with biocrud. What is this? Why do I have... Wow, I really set that up weird. I also think, because of the nature of this, I want to do it this way. Might as well get more. So this is a high priority, right? Yeah, 10. Okay. So that's done. And then Vrauk Mark II stuff will be probably next episode. Set up Vrauk Egg Mark II loop. Woohoo! Yay! So we'll do that in the next episode. For now, let's just kind of keep babysitting our CAD situation. And we should see Tufra production resuming. Yes, Tufras are back online. Okay. So you guys aren't running because of a lack of nests, which is not surprising. We do have a... Oh, God. Scared me. Scared me. Alright. These are running... We actually have a reasonable number of eggs now. So now when nests are made, they should be getting delivered there, right? Because these have their requests met. Yeah. And then, yeah, this is pulling arcade nests off of the line, and then providing them, and then those. Okay, perfect. So now what I think I want is I want one of the queen makers running. I think. Not really sure. How many do you consume? 0.643 a minute, and that makes 2 a minute. Okay. So we should be okay to run one queen maker, even while the rest of this stuff is going. We should still have a surplus. And these can consume up to, wait, 3 nests a minute? That doesn't sound right. Okay, each one of these makes 1 nest a minute. Did I do the math wrong? No, I'm gonna make way more of these, that's right. We need way more of those eventually, okay. I forgot about that. Get you running, make more arcades. I'm gonna steal 5 here. Try to get more nests going. So each one of these needs 5 maggots a minute. Look at the numbers working out perfectly with minute ratios. And one of these makes 12 maggots a minute, so we really don't need many of these running. But it uses 2 honeycombs a minute. Each one of these makes 2 honeycombs a minute. And we also need some honey barrels, which is 1 honeycomb a minute for each one of these. So I need about 2. I'm just trying to figure out the ratio. I do need about 2 of these running. But I'm out of empty honeycombs? No. Yes. I have enough honey is what's happening. But this is supposed to make extra honeycombs. So right now, it's the wax issue because of Tufra. But that should be starting up soon. As soon as we have 600 Tufra to deliver. It should be any minute now, because we make Tufra pretty fast. Maybe. Maybe not? What's the rate again? I guess it's only 25 a minute. It's not that fast. Man, Tufra's slow. We're getting so much stuff out, though. It's insane. Wait, did I ever set up biomass trashing? Hold on, I may not have. I now forget if we did. We did. This is just, we just, no. That's burning limestone. Oh no, this is for the biomass. Oh my gosh. This is so convoluted. I don't know what I did, but it works. I guess. Okay, now these... Oh yeah, okay, so since we're filling the biomass, we're not... Okay, that's all working. All right, I'll leave it alone. It's doing what it's supposed to be doing. It's doing what it's supposed to be doing. And we're making some rolls for queen. That one's running. We just can't lose the queen. If we lose the queen, all hope is lost. I mean, we'll at least have more arcads than when we started, but the queen is the only way to keep the nests rolling. So probably pretty soon I'll switch to like I kind of want to just let it run queens again. But if we're running queens only, well, no, sorry, it can't run queens only. Because if we use all the nests to make queens, there's no nests going to making eggs. So we need enough nests to make eggs. Yeah, but I'll turn all of these on, so these will use up... No, that'll just come to a halt, won't it? Unfortunately, it'll come to a halt. So we almost need the... We actually need this to be the priority. And then queens can start rolling once we have... I don't even know the way to measure it. It's really... Once we have enough nests. Queens actually need to be the lower priority on nests. I could make it so the queens only run if a certain signal over here is met. And I guess that could just be like the arcad signal. If the arcad signal gets to like, we'll say 28, then we can start rolling queens, because that means we've had enough to keep the egg loop running. Yeah, I think I'll do something like that. And I'm pretty sure I can just wire it up with the green wire to these. These are all related to queen count, as far as I know. And nothing's like setting anything. So I can just green wire with this building, and none of these care about queen count or are setting recipes or anything. So I should just be able to hook those two signal sets up and it won't break anything. Am I just out of trains? Probably. Yep. Alright, anyway, and now I can do... I don't know which inserter. Doesn't really matter. I'll say the one that inserts barrels. That guy is only enabled if arcad on the loopy loop is greater than 25. And then that green network needs to be hooked up to this one. Now it's also measuring the ingredients of these two. Crap. That I didn't think about. Well, if the automated insertion limit is 14, then that means if there's more than 21 arcads, then one of these has enough arcads to run, or is running, which means the egg loop is going. So yeah, maybe I should just change the number to something like Actually, 25 is fine. Maybe I should make it 28 just to guarantee it's a multiple of 7, but yeah, if we've got 28 arcades overall in this system, including in the buildings, and on this belt, then that's good enough for me. We can run a queen. And I guess it'll run like 2 queens in a row, but that's only 1 nest per roll, which is equivalent to like 3 arcades that we could have produced. It's all very interesting. Are all the nests running? No, they're not. Still need more maggots. All of these are getting partials. Alright, why is this one not running? Not enough empty honeycomb. Why don't I make it so that we run all of them at half speed? That way we don't run into that problem. And technically it's more than half speed, right? You get one unit of speed from the building itself. So it's technically faster to run them all that way. And then have we made sugar recently? No. No, we have not. Wow, we only ever made sugar that one time. Wait, but I have a bunch. Is it not being requested? No, wait, it's right there. Wait a second. Oh, goodness. Wasn't on channel 1. Am I a cotton-headed ninny muggins or what? Well then. And I don't think we have a channel 1 RoboPort over here right now. Oh, of course. Can't quite tell. I mean, that's got to be in, right? There we go. Okay, well, I was gonna say, I was like, we need such a tiny amount of sugar for all the wax that we need. Surely this would have been working by now. There we go. Oh, and the food wasn't getting delivered, was it? No, it was not. Thankfully, we weren't out of food or anything yet, but... Alright, now we're making some new wax. Sweet. Alright, we need those to be running. I have to steal nests once again. I mean, these 6 nests won't be important eventually, but they are kind of important right now. To keep these guys running. I guess maybe I should have disabled the requester chests rather than controlling the inserters. That would be another way to do it. Save on nests. Oh well, I think this is all looking pretty good. We'll get a few more arcades running in the system. But first we need the egg loop running a little better. And the whole thing's pretty fragile right now. If we lose the queen, we're back to just making a million cDNA versions, and I have no other recourse. So hopefully we get a new queen at some point. But anyway, we'll call it an episode there. As always, thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll see you all in the next one.